How you doing? We're live with you today.
Yay!
It is your Zoo EDventures team live on this wonderful Wednesday here at the North Carolina Zoo. Steve is in front of the camera today. Leslie is behind.
Good morning, everybody.
And we hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. Hope you've had a wonderful few weeks. Even a wonderful 2021, because we've only seen you once since. But thank you so much for tuning in to some of our other episodes. Have you been enjoying the tours? It seems like you have.
Yeah.
But I hope that's been the case. We've had a great time putting them together and sharing them with you. Kind of give you an idea of where we're headed for the rest of the month, schedule-wise, if everything works right. 2 more lives coming at you in a couple days. How cool is that? The last 2 Mondays are going to be live. We're going to be at, inside, kind of talk about some really cool stuff, animals inside out. And then Polar Bear on the 22nd, International Polar Bear Day is coming up. But let's get back to today real quick. Today it's all about bobcats.
Can I say something though
Well,
first?
sure. He's in our habitat.
Hendrik says hello.
Hendrik says hello. Hey, Hendrik, hope you're doing great.
We're
Thanks for
over
tuning in
here.
today. That's awesome. But we came around. Let's come around the corner. It's awesome to see Keely. Keeper Keely is in the habitat today, and she's setting us up for success. We said, you know what? We'd like to come back and do bobcat. We've done bobcat once before, a long time ago. So we thought, it's time to go back and hear a little bit about Allie, cat. Did you ever get that? Leslie, did you ever get it? Allie, cat.
Yeah, I got it.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It's hilarious.
All right, thanks. Appreciate that, Leslie. That was great. So you see Keely putting Enrichment out. We'll talk to her. I think she's going to come out with us. We hope she can. Come out and kind of tell us what she was doing and why she was doing it. So the door is shutting. The magic people door is shutting. And she's going to be putting Allie out on habitat for us in a moment.
So she should come out from this little section, right?
Oh, yeah?
That's why I'm pointing at it. That's what Keely told me.
She told you that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know where she... Oh!
Oh!
Well, hello. That was quick.
Yeah.
Everybody meet Allie. How about some thumbs up for Allie? Where are you going, Allie?
Come back.
Come back. Well, that's kind of fun. So that was great. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm sure she's going to come back down. And Leslie's behind the camera, so she'll be able to share some stuff. And hopefully Keely, Keeper Keely will come out and share some information with us too. She's just back there hanging out.
Yeah, she's...
You can see her. Leslie, come here. Look through the log. Can you see her? She's coming up through the log.
I'm pretty
you
sure.
Can't see. Sorry.
I don't know. Can you all see her? Because I'm pretty sure.
Look through the log. Come over here. Look through the log.
Oh, I see her. Yeah.
She's
Ooh,
peering at us through the log.
Let's see if I can. Ooh, there she is.
Just so you guys know, as many of you guys know, I'm 6'3". Leslie is not.
Not even close.
So I'm looking above, way into the habitat. All right, Keely did come by and share with us for a second, so we'll let Leslie try to find Allie, the bobcat. Come on up, Keely. Thank you so much for being here and presenting and putting some food out, some enrichment out for Allie. What were you putting out there?
So I was putting out her diet for today.
Her diet?
So she gets Toronto Zoo feline diet. So it's a bunch of ground up meat with vitamins and other things
to
help give her that nutrition, since she is a carnivore and she eats only meat. She also
word.
gets 2 pinkies.
What's a pinky?
Or baby mice, so that's probably why they're the size of pinkies.
Okay.
Yeah, not
Who
our...
at the zoo is feeding her that? I don't know.
Christina.
Thank goodness I have a teacher. Don't want to do that.
So that's out there
baby
too.
mouse. A baby mouse.
Yep.
A pinky's a baby mouse.
So that's her daily diet every day. And so what we're doing, or what I was doing, is trying to kind of scatter it around so she can forage or do like a hunting behavior where she's looking for, using her sense of smell and stuff to look for that food.
Cool. So you're climbing the log there. Did you put some up there?
So there was some, yeah, and I can tell she's getting that right now.
Oh, cool. Good.
For that.
Good. And you put something in this food in this little black bucket down here. But let's talk about that as she comes
Okay,
in
we'll
here.
see.
I think our
she
guests
does, but yes.
will enjoy that. That's kind of neat. So tell us a little bit about Allie the Bobcat. If I'm not mistaken, I do want to preface this. She came from the North Carolina Zoo Schindler Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
She was orphaned out in the wild.
Okay.
Found and actually brought to the Greenville Zoo, from what I understand, and then they transferred her here to the rehabilitation center.
Trying to say Zimmerman a minute ago, and Zimmerman wasn't coming out. Zimmerman is Keely's last name. It's a little chilly today. So she did. She was at the rehabilitation center here at the zoo for a little while, and they were trying to place her. And then they decided, you know what? She's a great cat. Does she have some limitations? I don't know if she does or not. Does she have?
She really doesn't have a lot. She does fluctuate in weight some, so we have to be careful kind of if, you'll notice.
Great shot, Leslie.
She'll be a little more hesitant at jumping and stuff, if she's packed on the pounds. But other than that, no, she's no injuries or anything, just hand-reared.
Good deal. Hand-reared, and then she got used to people.
Correct.
And that's a dangerous animal to have out in the wild.
Correct,
That's
yes.
an animal who's going to come up to people, can frighten people. And unfortunately, if they don't get what they want, which is oftentimes food, that's when they can become dangerous.
Correct.
So let's take that to extension, just because we brought it up now. See, this cold. It's hard to talk with this cold. That's why we really don't want to be feeding raccoons and possums and bears and things like that. Because if the food is gone and you've been equated with food, it's hard to really get angry at the animal when they go, hey, boom, 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 where's the food? Because you've been giving it. With the bird feeders and something like that, that's awesome. You can put it out there and the birds will kind of go somewhere else. But a lot of those other animals, especially the omnivores and the carnivores, will begin to associate the animal, Keely, this is the food giver, with that food. So not the best idea to do feeding some of those animals, especially around your house. That's not a good thing to do. And imagine if you're a hiker or a camper leaving food out. The animals are going to be looking for that eventually if they've been finding it from people a lot. So that's why Allie the Bobcat is with us now, because she became habituated to people through care this time, because she was an orphan. But they said, you know what, putting her back in the wild is not a safe idea, so let's not put her back out there.
I have a question.
Turn around.
Oh, I'm going fast.
Sorry to make you a little...
Chloe asked if she's the only one.
Hey, Chloe. Well, let's ask Keeper Keely since she's here. Allie is the only Bobcat, right?
Correct. She's the only Bobcat.
And why would that be a good idea?
So bobcats are solitary creatures in the wild, so they live alone. They don't typically come back together unless it's, mating season or something like that.
Right.
So they wouldn't want to be around other bobcats. That wouldn't be good, for their natural behaviors, and that wouldn't make them happy.
Right. And we see that at a handful of other habitats here at the North Carolina Zoo. We don't put two brown bears out together. The black bears can because they were siblings. They grew up together. But we have a solitary black bear from time to time that goes out. The polar bears are kept separate for most of the year until, like you said, in breeding season. Then they do come together. So that's one of the things. When we begin to look at habitats, we begin to look at animal choice. We begin to look at what we want to do and how we want to present these animals to you guys, our digital friends, when you come to the zoo. Is that natural history? How do they live in the wild? If they're solitary in the wild, let's not force them to other animals here. And that's something that we try to work on very, very hard. She's doing a pretty good job of finding her food that you hid throughout the habitat there, Keeper Keely. That's awesome. So come back to Allie. You said she's a little bit big. A lot of us did put the COVID weight on. She weighs about
27 pounds right now.
27 pounds?
She is on a diet.
But she is on a diet. So
Me too, it's fine.
Leslie's like, me too. Here she comes. Look at this beautiful shot, guys. What a gorgeous cat.
Trying not to get the glare in, everybody, sorry.
No, that's awesome. So let's talk about bobcats for a second because she's so close. The bobcat, the name comes from that bobbed tail. You can see that shorter tail there, not a problem. We can definitely see what's going on there. It looks like it's been dipped in ink a little bit at the top. If I'm not mistaken, a lynx's tail is a little bit more dark.
Correct.
And the lynx, a cat they're often confused with from Canada and northern places, also has those very distinct tufts on top of their ears. So you can see on Allie, her ears are just what they are. She's missing those tufts of hair on top of the ears. What a great cat. Good jumpers?
Yeah, so they're good at climbing and jumping from things. You kind of saw that earlier when she wanted to jump from rock to rock. So another thing about the habitat that we have that available to her, so she is able to do those natural behaviors.
Does she really go all the way up there?
Yeah, a lot of guests don't realize she's up there. So if you guys come back and visit after COVID, you get to see her, look way up on the top of the rock. She likes to hang out up there and kind of stare down at everybody.
So, behind the scenes again for you guys. So when we first started doing these, what feels like 115 years ago, we would ask the keepers to tell us a little bit about the animal so then we could share. It's awesome now that the keepers are coming out and telling the story. And thank you so much, Keeper Keeley, for coming out and doing that today. Did you put meat on top of that?
I did.
Oh!
I'll smush it on the bottom of rocks and things too, so it's kind of in places she doesn't expect. We want to mix it up, keep her,
great.
Working.
Absolutely, I love it. But we were asking keepers, Keeper Katie at that time said, tell us a little something about Allie that we could share. And she said that she likes to climb up on the rocks and look down on her keeper friends to say, you're not worthy of me. So she elevated herself up there and looked down on the keepers. This is my domain. And she still has that, I think. She still has that.
100%.
Is she cat-like? I mean, I know she is a cat, but some of our digital guests may have cats at home. Is she cat-like? Is she kind of aloof, for a better word? Is she kind of standoffish a little bit?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I have a pet cat at home, too.
Oh.
So, yes, there are definitely things that, you can see some of the similarities, in a wild animal.
Right.
I mean, my cat will sit there and try to, stare at me and knock things off the countertop.
Just because it moves.
There are times I feel like Alley Cat, looks at you and stares at you like, oh, I dare you,
Don't come closer.
Exactly, and then you can see her play, just like, your cat at home might stalk, a toy. There's this, it cracks me up. There's this big cardinal that'll come hang out here, he eats her food.
Really?
Oh, it's so weird. He'll fly down and get it, and I'm just waiting for her to catch him.
That's
somewhere.
a little dangerous. But do you have wildlife in the habitat sometimes?
So that happens. If you look, it's possible, for snakes, birds, things like that, and she's known to actually, kind of watch it and stalk it, and on occasion catch it.
Really? And that's all okay. It's just what it is, right?
Leave it for us to find. Sometimes it's like a gift right at the front. Like, here, look at what I found.
So like some house cats that are put outside will bring gifts and donations too.
Correct, yes. Very much so.
That is so much fun. And I do love the playfulness. She's out and about, moving around, checking stuff out. Is that pretty normal? This isn't just for you being out here. This is pretty much where we are with Allie's behavior. It's pretty normal what we're seeing, at least in the morning.
Yeah, oh yes. Especially with, giving that a diet on habitat and that kind of thing. That's very normal for her to really engage at the beginning and see all of that. I'm actually surprised she hasn't checked out the enrichment item or I put in here for her yet, but she's probably trying to find all the food first. The hardest thing.
There you go.
Yeah, the hardest thing last, so she doesn't have to. Yeah, she'll have to work on it a lot.
We should let you guys know the zoo is open. The zoo itself is open. Still doing time tickets, limited entries. Reserve those places online if you get a chance, especially on weekends. During the week, you might, this is recorded, so I did say might be able to come in without a reservation. But the best opportunity to get in is to get that online reservation. Weekends, the numbers are still high. The guests coming in are still pushing that 3,000 number sometimes. So you do need to make sure you make those reservations to do that on weekends. During the weekdays, but still, I recommend you make those reservations. Call the zoo and make those reservations. What is closed is this. The Streamside habitat is still closed. Keeper Keeley was telling us, and I need people. So we're hoping it opens. So that's one of the reasons it's awesome to have Keeper Keeley with us today. The Streamside habitat is still closed. We took you on a tour recently. of the Streamside habitat. We left this out because we knew it was coming. The seabird habitat is still closed, but everything else is open. Aviary is open. Woo! Desert's open. The zoo is open for a magnificent walk. Come and visit. It's a great place to come and kind of hang out. So that's really cool. What you got, Leslie?
I got a question.
Allie.
I have a couple of questions. Oh, good.
You got an alley.
Rachel asked.
Hi, Rachel.
And Rachel's last name is Allie, which is kind of fun.
Oh.
What do they use their paws for? I do enjoy that she put murder mittens.
Oh, murder mittens.
Do they use them for digging, attacking, kind of?
Yep. I'd say yes and yes. The paws are huge. Helps them kind of walk on the surface easily, get around. They're pretty big for the size of the cat. They are murder mittens. That's kind of interesting. Oh.
I think she's going for the...
Here comes the work effort, though. She's got to find something in there. The claws, like all cats, are sheathed. They're pulled up inside the foot, kind of, until she needs them. When she's climbing, when she's hunting, when she's marking her territory, those claws may come out. But that's huge what they're used for. Because she didn't dive too far into the enrichment. This must have been too much of a challenge.
Better angle. She knew she was being filmed.
You get the right side. Get the right side.
What exactly is the enrichment? Like I see this kind of black tub thing.
So I put the bowl out there just so we kind of knew where it was, because normally what I'll do is hide it more.
Oh, that was nice.
Just for us to kind of know for today, yeah. But she doesn't really like some noises and stuff can spook her.
Especially because she hasn't heard some of those in a long time. We're not running those trams all the time anymore.
And they're very elusive creatures in the wild.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but today, I put her diet in a black Kong. So just like you guys might have, dogs or something at home.
Kong toy.
Yeah, so she has a Kong toy, and then she has to work on that and getting that out.
Nice. So maybe she's doing that within the tub itself.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to bring it out. Oh. She's like, don't watch. She's like us, Leslie. Don't watch me eat.
Don't watch me eat.
Don't watch me eat.
Sorry, Allie.
That's crazy. So while Allie's doing that, I've brought out 2 large paws to share. These are not Bobcat paws. We don't have the size of Bobcats. But we do have Cougar. And I want to show a difference. This is Cougar. This is Red Wolf. Cougar, Red Wolf. Cougar, Red Wolf. Look at the claws. On the canines, I'm sorry, Leslie. On the canines or the dogs, you can see those claws. So if they make a track, you'll see them in the path. You'll see those claw marks in the path of if it's a dog, a coyote, a wolf, a domestic dog. In the cat, and the same thing in the Bobcat, she got the Kong out. You don't see those claws because the claws are retracted. They're back up in the foot. So if you're out hiking about and you see this, then you have a cat. If you have the claws present, then you have a dog of some sort. So she's got that. Leslie's going to show you what she's doing with that.
Let's see if I can get a good... Woo, that sun.
I don't know that I can help you with the sun.
Yeah. Oh, stand right there. Perfect.
Oh,
wait.
well, I do what I can.
Scooch over to the... Yes.
Yeah, the 300-pound cloud is walking around now to help block the sun. That's how we work here at the North Carolina Zoo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move the cloud around to provide you with a greater shot. So with Leslie and I here, Keeper Keeley, is this maybe because she's getting into it, but she's still a little hesitant. She hasn't seen people in almost a year regularly. So my guess is having us out front, it's kind of like, okay, I'm comfortable, but I'm not 100% comfortable with this.
There's a little bit of that, but even when I put out Enrichment for her and it's just me watching, I think it's a lot of the noise and background stuff. A lot of times she'll perk up just to see what's going on elsewhere. Especially because, as you kind of see in the area she's in right now, her only way of escaping or getting away would be come towards us first.
Oh.
So there's a little bit of making sure that the environment's safe,
sure.
Like they would in the wild before you chow down on your meal.
Oh, I love that idea because this is very similar to where you might find her in the wild. You might actually find her in a rocky crevice like that, or under a log or something. She's carrying it around. That's so good. That's exactly what you want to see, though, right?
Yes,
Keeper-Keely?
yes,
You want to see her moving that. That's cool. So it's neat that the habitat is designed to mimic places that she might live in her natural home. This is really cool. And of course, she couldn't be put back out because she was, again, if you missed the very beginning, she was accustomed to people. She was habituated to people as an orphaned kitten. And that's why she's here at the North Carolina Zoo. She could not be put back out into the wild because she was used to people. And if you put an animal that's used to people out in the wild, that could be dangerous. So we don't want to have that kind of negative interaction with people. So Allie's home is now the zoo. The good thing about that is that she has amazing keepers here, like Keeper-Keely. Let's give a little shout out to the other folks. Keeper Adrian helps out every once in a while. Keeper Allie helps out a little bit. Because we have Keeper Allie taking care of Allie, which is kind of fun.
It confused me a lot when we started here. Which Allie are you talking
Where's
about?
Allie? Well, I know where she's supposed to be. And then Keeper Katie and Curator Dustin is here as well, helping out, make sure everybody here is doing a great job. So that is cool. Real quick shout out to folks. I was recommended by one of our awesome viewers, Bill. He said, "Hey, I discovered your YouTube channel. You should tell everybody else about the YouTube channel." I thought, that's a pretty good idea, Bill. So, yes, we do want to make sure, if you haven't seen, the North Carolina Zoo does have a YouTube channel. And all of these videos are there and easily accessible. All of the stuff that educator Leslie has put together, the zoo classroom stuff, the zoo science things she used to work on, are there.
And Nikki.
And Nikki.
That's me and Nikki, yep.
Mostly
Mostly Nikki now.
Yep, that's true too. Good point. The neighborhood naturalist stuff that Bob works on is there. The stuff that Kathy and Linda were working on for other outdoor play types of activities are there. So go to the YouTube channel, and it is chock full of some amazing, amazing content. So thank you to our viewer, Bill. We appreciate that, and it's nice to see you today, Bill. It's going well. And thanks for the thought. That's a great idea. So we're happy to be able to do that as well, which is kind of interesting and exciting to do. Allie's having a good time with the Kong toy.
Yes, yes.
Do you know, unfair question, because I told you I don't ask you questions I don't answer. Do you know if this was one of the things that came from the wish list by any chance? We had a wish list out there. I know this is kind of a type of toy that could have been bought.
The Kong is not. It's been around longer.
So that
than
one has
that.
it. Okay.
But actually, that's something I'm working on. So you may see some Kong-related
fantastic.
other items on our wish list for the Bobcat here in the next month or so.
Nice.
That's my hope. That's what I'm working on currently.
So the Amazon wish list for the North Carolina Zoo. You can check that out too. There's some really cool stuff on it. It'd be things like this. Great shots, Leslie. Amazing shots. Great job. So the wish list is there as well to be able to look at those and check things out. Soon we're going to, oops, sorry, Allie. I got a little carried away, didn't I? I got a little loud. We'll have some more things that we'll be sharing, some schedule stuff that we'll be sharing with you guys soon. Oh, what a shot.
Come back.
There's still
there's
a diet right there.
There's a free food right there. There's free food right there.
Oh, son, you're ruining it.
I can't block the sun.
I know.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to see if I can. Ooh, oh, that's a little
I'm
bit
looking
better.
up into the sun. It's really bright, Leslie. Can I move?
No.
I think you're doing that on purpose now. What a great shot, though, still. Allie, you are adorable. You are so sweet. How old is Allie?
So she will turn 7 years old this year. Her birth date is estimated just because she was found orphaned. So sometime in late April is when she's estimated that she was born. And yeah, she came to the zoo, I believe, in 2014.
Okay, so she's been here. Yeah, so she was literally a kitten when she arrived.
Yes.
So let's make her birthday April 23rd for my sister.
Okay. There you go. Why not?
Excuse me, April 4th is my birthday.
That's April 8th.
Late April, ladies. Late April.
Nah.
I know it is. It's the second 2 weeks of April. I can't do anything about that.
That is so cool. And again, because a lot of times people are coming in a little bit late, she is by herself, and that's by design. They are solitary animals in their natural world, so we don't want to force them together. So that's why you'll see just Allie when you're out and about at the North Carolina Zoo. But this entire space is hers. She can use the whole space, and it's been set up wonderfully with all this amazing environmental enrichment beyond the food that you provide, the environmental enrichment, the way that the logs are put in there, the awesome trees that are placed, give her a lot of choice to be able to use to kind of control where she wants to go and be. It's all up to Allie, where she wants to go, what she wants to do, and she has a ton of choices within the space.
Lisa says her April 30th is her granddaughter's birthday, so that's
Lisa
awesome.
says, it's hard to argue with late August. That's
How about we just celebrate it for 2 weeks straight?
Yeah,
That'll work.
the whole month.
Nice. Do you have somebody you would like to say hi to on Facebook? Remember, this is Facebook, so people can see it later on as well. Do you have anybody you want to give a high five or a shout out to?
Well, I'm pretty sure my parents are watching.
Yay!
Shout out to Jill and Kurt.
Hi, how you guys doing? Thank you for having Keely with us today. We're excited to have Keely on the North Carolina Zoo team. You're relatively new to the team.
Correct. I started in October, so.
October. How
I've been
cool is
over
that?
3 months.
3 months. And you're
Happy
still
to be
here?
I know.
But thank you so much for being here and being present. Leslie just pointed over to the craft.
Yes.
I remembered it. It doesn't happen very often. That one that was made. Check this out. I'll come right back. Why don't you hold one? Because here.
Awesome.
It's origami.
Ooh, cool.
How cool is that? And this is on the Adventures and Education page. Are we good, Leslie?
Yeah.
These are on the Adventures and Education page that you can see. It's a Facebook page. So this information is there. How to make this, but it's pretty easy. I'm going to turn around. It's only a handful of folds. And you can decorate it however you want. It's nice on this one, I believe. Well, I don't want to say, I got it wrong last time. Nikki or Brooke or Kathy or Emily.
It's a team effort.
It's an amazing team effort. But you can see, that's all it is. It's kind of neat. So this folds up and down. You can add the whiskers for the vibrissae on there. Those just look like Chanel pipes that are on there.
Or you could just draw
Or
it.
you can just draw it on. Yeah, you kind of make it as you wish. Make your Allie cat for your own. And then how cool it would be, you can almost put it on a stick and make a puppet show. Have a couple Allies together. Don't do that, though, right? Unless it's the male and the female. Because they're not living together. Gotta be careful. Make sure you're doing it scientifically
Or
correct.
there's kittens. I mean.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So you can make little ones and big ones.
There you go. Woo. Thank you for helping me get out of that.
That would be cuter.
I've gone down a bobcat hole.
Took it out of a rabbit hole. They had lots of rabbits.
Yeah,
I mean,
see, could have done that too. See, that's how it works. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live adventure with us today. I know we've had a great time coming back live with you. It's harder to do the lives right now because of COVID and with a lot of the changes in the habitats and it being colder. So thank you so much for your cooperation today and working to get Allie out and about with us. Couple lives, couple tapes coming up for the rest. I will tell you that on that February 22nd, I believe it's 22nd, that Monday is a very, very special day for your Zoo Adventures team. So we hope if you miss a lot of the other ones, that you're there on the 22nd to celebrate something with us on that day. And it's not just International Polar Bear Day. So from your Zoo Adventures team, Steve's in front of the camera today, Leslie was behind,
Thanks for joining us.
Keeper Keely was here. The zoo is open, time tickets, online reservations. Masks are required. Doesn't have to be a clear mask. It could be a mask like Keely's wearing. So be aware of that when you're coming in as well. Stay safe. We'd love to see you at the North Carolina Zoo sometime soon. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.